What if I told you that some serial killers never stop killing, even after their names vanish from the headlines? That decades later, their crimes can return, not by their own hands, but by someone desperate to carry on their work. Tonight, we explore the chilling story of a copycat molded by trauma, inspired by an unidentified murderer, and unmasked in one of the most disturbing cases you'll ever hear. Stay with me, because this isn't fiction. This is the Copycat Shadow. You're watching Crime County, where we dive into real terror, true crime, and the stories that leave you checking your locks at night. In the late 1990s, a string of murders gripped the Midwest. Young women were targeted. Each victim was left with the same signature, a jagged cut carved across the wrist. The killings stopped as suddenly as they began. No one was ever caught. No face, no name, just a phantom. The case went cold until nearly 20 years later, when the murders started again. Her name was Claire Harlow. She looked ordinary, a nurse's aide, polite, quiet, the kind of person you'd pass in the grocery store without a second thought. But Claire carried something inside her, a darkness planted when she was 14. Her father's punishments weren't physical, they were psychological. He locked her in a pitch-black basement for hours, sometimes days. No food, no light, no escape. And down in that basement, her only connection to the world was a hidden radio. Through it, she heard reports of the murders. Most people were horrified. But for Claire, those stories became twisted lifelines. At least someone out there was scarier than her father. Claire grew up broken. Therapy failed. Medication numbed her. Nothing fixed the gnawing emptiness. She returned to those murders, reading old articles, collecting clippings, studying the phantom killer's every move. She didn't love him. She didn't even know his name. But she treated him like a mentor, a teacher who had shown her what true power looked like. And, in her mind, she would finish what he started. Victim after victim appeared across the Midwest, each one marked with that same jagged cut. Detectives were stunned. Was it the same killer, resurfacing after 20 years? Or had someone else picked up where he left off? The press called it the Resurrection Murders. Communities lived in fear once again, and Claire, hidden in plain sight, felt untouchable. But trauma leaves cracks. One night, a college student vanished after her dinner shift. Investigators pulled hours of surveillance footage, and there it was, a gray sedan, the student climbing inside. The driver? Claire Harlow. At first, nothing about her seemed suspicious. But when detectives compared her work schedule to the murders, the truth hit hard. The dates lined up perfectly. Police raided Claire's apartment. On the walls, clippings of the old, unsolved murders. In a locked box, jewelry and wallets from her victims. And under her bed, something worse than trophies. A child's drawing, faded, scribbled. A girl in a dark basement corner. Above her, written in shaky handwriting, "If I scare them, they can't scare me." During interrogation, Claire didn't cry. She didn't deny anything. She leaned forward and smiled. When detectives asked why, she whispered, "Because he started it. I'm just making sure it never ends." The original killer was never identified. No face, no name, just a shadow that planted seeds of terror in someone else's broken mind. And the question remains, how many more shadows are waiting out there to be copied? If this story sends chills down your spine, hit like, subscribe to Uphill Terror, and tap the bell so you don't miss the next case. And tell me in the comments, do you think evil fades away, or does it simply wait for someone new to carry it on?